Do you ever feel like no one's hearing you? No one's really listening to you? I think it happens to all of us, and I think it happens to our kids as well. Is there something so powerful about being heard? And here's what I've had to learn over the years, and I want to share it with you, is listening, I think, is so much more difficult than actually trying to solve the problem. And I think too often we try to get in there and solve the problem. We try to de-escalate too soon. We try to offer some help. We try to get in there and make it better, if you will. And over the years, I've learned that I make it better if I can just listen. And it's hard. It's hard to listen to a child that maybe is in a bad place and they're ranting and going off and swearing and whatever and blaming people. But that's not that time for us to jump in there and run interference. That's the time for us to be able to just listen. Hopefully you have the opportunity to have an area where you're not in front of an audience and you can just allow that child to take the time they need to get through the problem. It's almost like the rising action in a story. If I don't get through the rising action of the story, how do I get to boom, the actual good part of the story so that I can resolve the conflict, if you will. And I thought about it that way when I was teaching literature. And I said, man, if I just took the time to listen. But again, we are helpers in this profession. And it is so hard for us to sit in our hands and not just say, oh, but let's try this. Or you could do it this way. Oh, I don't think it's that bad. Think of it this way. And it's not a bad thing that we do that. But there's also so much power in hearing yourself get through a problem and talk it out and get upset. And then when you see that body and that face and you see them just kind of go, okay, I got that out, that's when you might even just come back and say, validate that feeling. Say, gosh, this was a real difficult time for you. And you may not even have the answers, but I can tell you, if you took the time to just listen, you probably helped them with some of their own answers.